We are counting down the top 20 most incredible building demolitions caught on camera. Let's begin with number 20. In 2000, the Seattle Kingdom, massive multi-purpose stadium, fell in just 16.8 seconds. 4,150 pounds of dynamite, 21 miles of detonation cord, zero damage to adjacent structures. What looks like chaos is actually a symphony of timing. 1 millisecond off, and suburban houses shatter. Once the world's tallest department store, Hudson's collapsed into a compact mound in 15 seconds. Watched live by over 60,000 people, the ground didn't tremble, it quaked. And when the dust cleared, the skyline had flipped, old grandeur erased, new potential exposed. Florida's 30-story condo tower took a beating from Hurricane Wilma. By 2010, demolition experts opted for a full implosion, becoming one of the tallest residential implosions in American history. Entire neighborhoods paused, eyes glued to their screens as engineering destroyed what nature had weakened.
Wow.
And that's just the warm-up. We're going higher. Abu Dhabi shocked the demolition world in 2020 by bringing down Mina Plaza 1, a 168-meter tower. It holds the title of the tallest ever building imploded with explosives. To fans of big blasts, this was a historic moment. Instead of explosives, Manhattan chose precision. They disassembled 270 Park Avenue floor by floor. Why? Because New York cherishes its earth too much to risk dust clouds or rattled neighbors in Midtown. Sometimes finesse is the ultimate show. But what about structures that don't just tower? They scream power. 100 meters tall, left standing when the plant shut. Demolition teams brought it down in one fell swoop, then recycled its material. The final roar echoed like a thunderclap across the river valley.
3, 2, 1, fire.
Road.
Yeah!
Road.
Yeah!
In Palencia, engineers used just 82 kilograms of explosives to fell a 7,000-ton chimney. They tipped it toward the river. Planned, precise, pure spectacle. Part of an entire complex, collapsed in a series of calculated blasts. The village braced for impact and watched a metal giant breathe its last exhalation. Now, let's top that with iconic landmarks and radio towers. On an anniversary of the Civil War's darkest day, a single explosive charge, just 12 pounds, brought an infamous tower down. For viewers, but especially for history, it symbolized more than demolition. It marked closure. At 121 feet, this was the tallest man-made structure ever blasted. No scaffolding, no mercy, just earth-shaking booms that rattled windows miles away.
Fire!
Once bustling in the heart of China, this old hotel made way for the futuristic Raffles City. The entire structure toppled in seconds, making room for mega-project dreams. But buildings aren't always grand. Sometimes the spectacle happens in your backyard. 22 stories, glass steel, gone in 15 seconds. Hundreds of people watched on live stream, cheering as the shimmering skyline fractured. Carefully choreographed 34-story collapse. No misfires, no surprises, just perfect, brutal precision. "21 stories of steel company history imploded. 575,000 pounds of explosives later. Another chapter closed in industrial heritage." Vegas loves a spectacle, so when a vintage casino is ready for retirement, they bring in the experts and a set of explosives that rival the Strip's fireworks. But not all demolitions are loud. Some whisper in seismic tremors. Seismic experiment and a showcase of control. A 6-year-old kid even pressed the detonator, an innocence amid controlled chaos. It was New Zealand's first ever building implosion. An echo of destruction, yet another demolition crafted to restore a quake-shaken city. A modernist concrete monolith left behind as the auto industry crumbled. When it fell, the city's skyline shifted and hope took shape in the rubble. Every flattened structure, tower, hotel, reactor shares one thing. It's not the end. It's the blueprint for the future. Detroit's Pontiac Silverdome needed 2 tries to go down. The first blast left the roof hanging awkwardly, like a stubborn guest refusing to leave. The second, a flawless collapse. Atlanta's Georgia Dome came down in 2017, an entire Olympic venue erased in seconds. Nearby, one hotel guest filmed the whole thing live as dust clouds raced toward his window. In Tokyo, robots are now dismantling skyscrapers floor by floor. No dust, no noise, no danger. It's called stealth demolition, Engineers in Europe are testing vacuum-sealed charges that collapse buildings with barely a sound. And before a single charge is set, crews now simulate demolitions in VR, watching towers fall in virtual reality to perfect their plans. From sky-high bangs to gentle dismantles, from rallying crowds to soft reopenings, demolition is complicated, dramatic, even poetic. These were 32 stories of collapse, each one reshaping a skyline, a community, a cause. So the next time you see a building fall, know, engineering writes the headline. And in that storm of dust, the future begins.